Hello, everybody. Welcome to Magic Morons. I am your host, Alper Markov.
And I'm Alison, the annoying Brazilian.
We are we are from you're from Brazil. We are a few morons short this week because we just figured we'd start out with the original morons because there's something that happened this week that we couldn't get everybody together for, but wanted to talk a little bit about, and it has to do with Brazil, right?
It has to do with Brazil. And no, it's not the boys from Brazil. It's actually something bad.
No, that's the boys from Brazil would be a bad thing if it was real.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But this is also bad, right?
Yeah. So veering away from the memories of the Nazis, let's talk about some bad news that's with Magic the Gathering, which is sort of paling it, but it is bad news.
Yeah, and it's not only bad, but it's uncertain because I don't think any official thing from Wizards actually came out of that. It's just like what the staff said. But basically, for you who don't know, Wizards closed in the whole Latin America. Not only Brazil, whole Latin America. It's closed. It's gone. Like I think in March, that's it. It's gone. They're gonna shut the doors, and just like a friend of ours says, last one to leave, close the doors and turn off the lights.
Yeah. So my question is though, okay, I saw some people online sort of talking about like, there's some people are claiming that it's hyperbolic, that it didn't close down all of Latin America, but it closed down the distribution centers. There's one in Chile, right? Like so that means it closed down the one that was in Brazil and then the one that was in Chile. And I think those were the two major ones, right?
If I'm not mistaken, Argentina had a big amount of players, but not a big enough to have a distribution center, though we have one in Chile and Brazil. And those are like, I believe like all Latin America, like that's closed. And it came out of actually the community manager in Brazil, right? And she tweeted about it and just like announcing it. And it's kind of sad, right? Because it's not only D&D because it's Wizards of the Coast. So sorry, it's not only Magic, but also D&D because it's Wizards of the Coast.
Right.
So it's unsure, right? We heard a lot of other YouTubers who were more active during the time that Carol, her name, was the community manager, and she bought a lot, right? She made a lot of stuff. She was really, really active. She did a great job. She actually took both Magic and D&D for some time, which means she super, super hard worker. And now we're not even sure if there's going to be a GP in Brazil.
Yeah, I don't see how and so what does it mean for like production of like cards in Portuguese?
I believe there were no Magic cards in Portuguese being printed in Brazil. I don't think they had like an official printer area or something. I think they're all imported from the US, if I'm not mistaken.
But I mean, so does this mean that but don't they help with like translations and things like that? So wouldn't
that is a good question. I don't know if they already have that maybe there, or they're just gonna hire freelancers because they can, I guess.
I mean, are you concerned about the future of the game for Portuguese players?
I am not only for Portuguese players, right? I am worried because let's just face it, right? Magic, Brazil. I remember, for example, other episodes, Elba was the one who mentioned that the most, right? The way even in some places in Brazil, even like today, some sets will still delay. Probably a lot of people could not be able to play the new Phyrexia, set that just came out. Like probably there are some places in Brazil which that was not the case yet, right? We still got a pretty, it's pretty frequent that the main cities will get the main sets, but of the smaller cities, that would take a while, and that's with Wizards of the Coast. Now, without, what I'm worried is there's still going to be Magic, but it's going to take some time, and it's probably going to get more expensive, which already was a luxury thing. So, I don't know. It seems like a shot in the foot.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, it's sad when people lose their jobs. I mean, obviously, that sucks, but it also it seems very confusing to me if this being the quote unquote year of Magic, where Magic made this record amount of money, and then all of a sudden these cuts are being done, and then there's worry about it happening in Europe, and I know there's a lot of worry about Magic as a game in general, as a whole.
As a matter of fact, we we mentioned like how we kind of disliked like, oh shit, they killed Jace and all of that. There's actually a theory I read somewhere on the internet that they actually said that Wizard has some plans for Magic, and it kind of that's where it actually puts me a little bit worried, which is like so Magic. Go on. Sorry.
What do you mean? What are these plans?
So yeah, Magic is not gonna work as a game, like an own intellectual property, and because they've been bringing, even in the, for example, the Brothers War set, they started bringing up some of the, the Autobots or in the Decepticons, the Transformers, for example.
Yeah.
The many secret layers with our Arcane, the many other like not small artists, not all the artists, but the other IPs, right?
And okay, so wait a minute. Are you saying that like the IP is there's a problem with the IP that?
Yes, it's gonna stop being Magic thing. They're gonna stop having creative people making their own Magic thing, or maybe not the saga, like the Gatewatch, the whole IP, and it's probably gonna be cheaper and easier just to import someone else's IP.
That's it. So
imagine if there's no, like Commander Year, instead of getting the whatever is the commander of the set, we just get a new Warhammer, and there's no original. The exception is actually the Magic original, not the other IP.
That's really disturbing because
Hasbro has a shit ton of IPs, and they're already been bringing up some of them.
I mean, and what they don't have, they can rent out. I mean, okay, like
Lord of the Rings is coming out this year,
right? That's disturbing. That's the part that now this person like wrote that they said that this is something that they've like that they're sure of, that this is like, I mean, yeah, this is all speculation, but is this person like is there somebody that is known, or is it a friend of a friend, or do you know these people at all, or is this just like a random?
Not really. I just heard it online, and it feels like Team 4 had files material
a little bit, but at the same time though, it okay. So like
if they killed, how many Planeswalkers have they killed?
Well, they killed five of them. But what makes me nervous is when you mentioned that they talk about how Mark Rosewater said that after the March of Machines, Magic's going to be completely different in a way that we've never seen before. And it just seems very like worrisome because it like we do have that. We have the Lord of the Rings set coming up next year. We also have, I believe, the Commander with Doctor Who.
Yeah, that's right.
And lately, Magic has been sort of given this like sort of
universes beyond.
Universes beyond, yes, and also it has been given that sort of like it's a giant billboard for like other companies to advertise. You don't see Magic characters going and making guest appearances on anything else.
I mean, actually, they just did it on, I think it's a game called Smite, which is like a strategy game, but that's like a one-off thing. It's kind of random, actually. Smite. It's basically like a League of Legends, like those RTS games, MOBA games or something, which they just include like some skins of some characters, apparently.
Yeah, so that's okay. So there's that, but
exactly. And now, well, we have Gideon as what was the name? Is Hot Pockets, right? We have that as well.
Wait, is that true?
I don't know. I just think that's really funny.
I mean, I gotta tell you, well, if we're tinfoil hat filing too, like this, okay. So, but that bothers. Like, I don't know. That seems like that could have a little bit of credibility to it, because if they're getting rid of the IP, that would clean house as far as they would no longer have to hire lore people. They would no longer have to hire.
And I mean, we kind of see that not only coming out of Magic, we kind of see that coming out of Wizards of the Coast, right? Because there was the huge D&D thing, right?
Yeah.
And there was a huge backlash. And now our people literally after that, a lot of the community just like fucking quit D&D, like just quit it. They won. Things are like literally open source, but they're still just like, no, I don't want it. And I think Magic took the beat for that D&D thing.
And I mean, with the way that these corporate minds tend to work, they're such egotists that they're going to be, instead of seeing the way that it should have been seen, which is we are out of touch. And when we say, and if we do use Wizards of the Coast here, I want to clarify, like interchangeably, we don't mean Wizards of the Coast. We mean Hasbro.
Yeah.
because it's not Wizards of the Coast that are making these wretched decisions. They are just as they're just as indentured to the whole thing as we are as players. The people who are making the calls for this are the people who work in Hasbro.
They have to obey, and
Yeah,
that's the fucked up
exactly.
part. That's
Even
the
Mark
worst.
Rosewater is still, he has a boss, you know?
Yeah.
So he has to you kind of have to toe the line, or you're gonna what, throw away an entire, career, which, I mean, it seems like working for Magic the Gathering would be a hard shift into getting back into another job, right? If that,
Yeah, especially Mark Rosewater, right? I think he was ever since '93.
yeah, I'd say he's pretty much
He's built his legs on
yeah.
Magic.
I don't see him doing well at like a Wendy's or like a.
I mean, he's so excited. I want to see him in a subway making me sandwiches. He could give me all the options.
If he's that excited about making sandwiches, then I'd say I don't know. I mean, then he would just be sort of does waking up in the morning thrill you? But I shouldn't go into that. Okay, so that's disturbing enough. But I did see another thing today, and I kind of want to just tinfoil hat it a little bit. Ooh. Because I have a theory that Thalia is going to be a vampire in March of the Machines. And I think I have not photographic. I think I have visual evidence of this happening. Now, I don't know if anybody noticed this, but I'm going to share it with you, Alison. And it'll take me a minute, but it's showing now on the screen. So hopefully I won't have to figure this out too much.
Just do a quick cut and nobody will listen to this part.
Now, this is the original artwork that was released, okay?
Uh-huh.
And I want you to look then now at the updated one, the one that is on the printed version of the sets. Now, look at that one, and then look at this one.
Can you just go back to did they change anything on the armor? Hold on.
The armor, no. But look at her.
Man. No. But I think... If you look at that, ain't that the armor that the vampires and Nixalan use?
Wait a minute.
That's that with the spiky thing on the shoulder pads.
That is interesting. You raise a good point. That might be it.
Yeah.
Thalia would become no, but I don't know if would she become a zealot like those? I mean,
I don't know, man. She probably just was there defending it, and she died. I don't know, man.
But look.
Yep. No, that's 400% vampire.
Mm-hmm. She's literally ghost white.
Yeah, you're right. And it's not only that, it's the eyeliners.
Yeah. And that's unfortunately that's the highest resolution I can find of that. But they did some massive changes to her. I mean, not just they got rid of her the skin tone obviously is less warm, yep. But she's
ain't the hair also a little bit more windy?
The hair's much longer.
Yeah, this is more ethereal of sorts, ethereal, vampire ethereal.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm calling it now. I think Thalia is going to become one of the undead, because think about it. If Audric was turned into a vampire, but he's able to control his urges and still do good, I see Thalia wanting to be in on that.
Oh, absolutely. Thalia's she's going to turn into the most badass Blade version we're ever going to see anywhere.
I mean, I'm honestly, I'm not opposed to it. I really am not opposed to the idea of Thalia as a vampire. Although,
plus she's a white card, and shit, that's gonna make a pretty good Orzhov commander, in my opinion.
I mean, it would be really great. It would be wonderful. Or would that make her? Would she be Orzhov, or would she be Boros?
Good point.
Because isn't Audric Boros?
Audric is Boros, but you know what? We have the Silver Quill, sorry, the Lorehold guy on the thing, and he's already Boros color, so I think
I know. I was I'm sorry, but when I saw the cover, I'm oh, Teferi, Thalia, and that guy.
And Dumbo.
I don't know his name.
I know he's Lorehold, and that's it. So he's the Lorehold guy.
How is he sharing the marquee with those two?
I think there's a small story in the cards of Strixhaven with him, but
but he's not even it wouldn't make sense to put that little girl, what is her name, Simone or
you mean the
from Strixhaven, the green blue one?
Yes, probably Simone, yeah. Or
Yeah,
the winter blue one, the one who's like a plant thing.
I
Or you
he,
know what? Just put fucking Liliana.
that would be too much. I mean, why not? I mean, but really, the elephant, we're pushing for the elephant. Like that's who we're pushing for. Is he that popular? I don't know
I
his
mean,
name.
we have Vampire Thalia. What else? Yeah, right. But like, anything's possible.
I'm convinced that the Vampire Thalia is happening because it's.
We're calling it now.
I'm calling it now, so we're going to call it. So they're going to have a Vampire Thalia, then they're going to destroy the IP, and then just it'll be universes beyond forever and ever. I
Yeah,
really.
and we're gonna go start making some Pokemon TCG content from now on.
Oh God, I really hope that doesn't happen. Not just because it would be like just a just a death blow to my like entire world, but like they're definitely not going to make Commander on Magic Arena if they do that.
Yeah, nope, not at all. They're gonna put, you know what? They're gonna make Brawl 2.0 even better now with
What?
more
Let me ask you
standard
something.
cards.
Would you
But
stop playing if they did that?
sincerely, from I can't imagine. You know, it's like this. It's like, would you like to have a near death experience? You want to be, you want to have face that if you're gonna stay or if you're gonna go, right? It's like I don't know. It feels like the only way to find out is if it happens, because I have no clue how upset I might become.
Oh, I would be very upset, but I'm going to go ahead and call it that I would probably still keep playing because I love Magic. Even
It's
if
damn good.
even if it's not the characters on it, I would be, don't get me wrong, I would be so fucking upset and I would not shut up about it. And I would literally be like gunning for like justice for that. But I don't know if I could stop playing. No, I don't know. It's like I probably would go into DTs. I mean, I can't like not play Magic. It's like I didn't play Magic, then I played Magic, and now I play Magic, and it's just like I mean I really really love it, and I mean maybe there's an addictive factor to it, but whatever beats the hell out of heroin, I'd say. So, I mean, you can argue all you want about, Wizards of the Coast not being good and being predatory, but not as bad as heroin. So let's
No, you know what? Yeah. You know what? Magic's not pretty good. Forget what we said. Magic is pretty good, right? Comparing to heroin,
yeah,
it's fucking perfect.
Like compared to gambling,
I guess. Sorry,
like
go on. Sorry.
in a casino, yes, there are some gambling aspects to the Magic card game, but not the kind that's gonna put you in, your house.
There's not really that many stories of people who went bankrupt because of Magic.
Yeah, nobody's losing their house due to
I don't think so. Hopefully
too many
not.
gems on Arena. I mean, if somebody did that, I don't know if I did that, I don't know if I'd want to let people know that I like couldn't pay my mortgage because I bought too many gems. That's a lot of gems.
I guess you're right. I think in the worst case, I think in the worst case scenario, right? Maybe we're all gonna like close our hearts to the Magic like creative aspect, and we just might just still play it just because.
I can't not play. Cool, I like Doctor Who, and then there are some things that I would like to see. Like I'm not gonna lie, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure would be.
Yeah, I want that. I'm guilty, man. I here's the goddamn Necro Precon right here, the Warhammer one. I intended to buy all the 4 vamps. I am guilty. I am guilty.
I am one of those sluts that is. I'm part of the problem. One of the problems, but what can I say? I mean, I feel like honestly, I think people might claim that they wouldn't play anymore, but I'm gonna call bullshit on that because you would. You mean to tell me that you just quit the entire game, 30 years of cards, cold turkey? Yeah.
You know what? Maybe that's gonna be it, right? We might just still play, but as far as we care about Magic, that's it, right?
I mean, I won't be buying the booster boxes, that's for sure. I won't be not interested in that, not interested in the special edition. Oh, what's at the front door?
What's at the front door?
My childhood. Actually, there is a booster pack from New Phyrexia, the deluxe booster pack. It should be there. Shall I go get it?
Yeah, open it up, man. Go on.
So I got this at my local game store, which is Amazon. I'm sorry, I don't have one.
Neither do I. So you know what?
You do too.
Do I?
You don't have a local game store?
No.
How come you're always like talking about playing at a game store?
Oh, no, not at a game store. Like we have like a bunch of really, really dedicated guys. One of the guys actually has an extra apartment, which is not rented. He just like, hey, here, have the keys, go make tournaments there. And they are so organized that if they need to, they just like, hey, okay, we're going to the town nearby to go to this champion, like to this championship. And yeah,
Well,
we just had a pretty good community.
I never did. I didn't know this, but look, this
Ooh,
this is the I guess Amazon exclusive packaging that they use for the collector.
minimalistic. I kind of like it.
Yeah, they certainly can't get away with this at the box stores because people would steal them, but quick.
Yep.
People were stealing the hell out of them back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, they were unfortunately easy, right?
They were very easy to steal.
Paper, man, paper.
Phyrexia.
Ooh, gotta be honest, I really love that art.
I do too. Who did the artwork for that? Let's see. Let's have a look. See who did the artwork. Tell me, package.
Package.
God Machine.
God Machine, yes.
God Machine did it.
I still need to get that artist proof from him.
Oh, did I? I need to send it. Yeah, I know. Well, thanks for putting me on the blast. On like, you know what? Just for that, I'm gonna send it later.
Maybe it was intentional, maybe not.
Maybe it was intentional. You know what? Sit and spin, buddy. I'll get it to you. I was moving. I was cleaning dog puke earlier.
Yeah, I know. I know. I don't. Okay. By the way, the studio setup. I told you that before, but I just want to tell you, it's starting to look really good. The camera and shit. Not you, the studio.
That's not what I heard. So you know. Okay, so is it going to start with the? Okay, it's going to start with the rare. So we'll go a little mite.
We got a rare mite.
We got a mite, a foily mite. We got a full art Blue Suns Twilight.
Ooh, judging it.
Maybe I could do this. A little bit of better lighting for it. Well, too much light, but.
Ooh, that's good.
Okay, so we got that. Next up, we have a Hekethic Crucible Goliath.
It's not really good looking, but not
it's not a Praetor.
Nah.
Ooh, not a Praetor, but I do like it. This is a foil special art Zoppendrill Hunger Dominus.
Ain't that the one who got the extra 1 mana thing?
Yeah. Oh, wait, I think this is a glistening oil treatment, I think. Yeah, it's got the Phyrexian marks on it because you see how it's like really oily looking?
It's really, really shiny. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay, I can really see it now.
You see it?
Yeah. Oh, damn.
So this is a foil oil.
F oil.
We got a Rustfine Cultivator. Looks like it's the regular foil.
With so many things, so many IPs.
Thrumming Bird, like alternate art, regular.
What do you think of this art? Because they look like Rorschach tests.
I think they're a stylistic choice. I mean,
I think they make a lot of sense in Phyrexia.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see them as a staple thing.
No, it could be a little lazy. So this one, I guess, is from the Commander. It is Gold Warden's Gambit. Affinity for equipment. Create 5/2/2 red rebel creature tokens. They gain haste until end of turn. For each of these tokens, you may attach an equipment you control to it. That's you like that red deck.
No, I mean, I don't have a red equipment deck, but you know what? Why not? For Mirrodin.
For Mirrodin. Okay, so Vindictive Flamestoker.
I got that card from the Head deck. It's a pretty good card.
This is the one where it's the
lighter
head. Firehead. And okay, we got this one. One I could not give a rat's ass about. The Flying Weirdo one.
I really like this card as a commander. I really like it. I really like it.
You would like him.
Poop a shit ton of tokens and just swing.
You would like that. You would like the blue red.
But hey, you make tokens with the Edgar Markov. What's the difference?
Well, mine is because mine's perfect and wonderful, and also it doesn't have blue in it, which is the color of degenerate.
You're right.
Got a Phyrexian red mana.
I really like that.
Yeah,
those Phyrexian things. That's the
Mark Roddick did the artwork for that one. Got a old-fashioned Charge Forger, just regular foil.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the end of the goodness. Swooping Lookout, love the artwork. Don't really care about the card.
They look like the goddamn like biblical accurate angels or something. They look like the teeth on the wings.
And we got a charge of the mites. Hey!
Judge the mites.
And
Funny
the
card.
final one that you're ready for. Are you ready for it?
Yeah, go on.
It's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
That was the final one.
Oh, I mean, it's that and the foil mite.
Did I make back the money? I don't think so, but let's see if I did. I bet you I did not make the money back. I spent $26, but I don't think I came
bucks on that. Oh man.
But I don't think I made it back. Actually, there were a couple of extra cards in there were a couple of like extra commons, but I didn't feel like really saying them because
I don't think you're gonna make a lot of money with commons.
I don't think so either. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be in the hole, as they say, as the young people say.
Is that on the MTG Weekly as an expression for Magic?
Isn't that what young people say? Like, I'm in the hole.
I'm not young. I'm 33.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking you, because I'm not young.
No, but
I'm 41.
I'm also not young. I'm 23, man. I'm over. But it's done. It's done. 2 years of hard work and then retirement, man. I'm done.
Okay, so the swooping lookout's 20 cents for regular. I have a feeling it's not going to be much for, so we're going to count that one as a loss.
20 cents.
Yeah, Char Forger, 20 cents. I bet the foil's not that much more expensive. I don't think it is. Yeah, no, the foil's like, we'll add on 5 cents if we're being generous. Okay, the Phyrexian mountain, I'm going to have a hard time finding the mountains.
It's just like mountain. Fuck ton of mountains ever since 93.
It's worth 62 cents, not foil. What does it work foil? So, oh God, I can't. If you go into MTG Coldfish to try to look up the different versions of the lands, and you see like the 900 other things. So let's just say it's worth 65 cents. Right now, I'm killing it.
Right $1.01. Sorry,
maybe. I mean, is that how much it is?
110, yeah. $1.10.
Oh, watch. Okay, your little Oviga Enigma Goliath guy, the blue red, he's worth 50 cents.
Nah.
That's right. And how much is Edgar Markov worth? All I'm saying.
Touché.
Vindictive Flamestoker is 26 cents without with the border. So without a border, it is $1.20. Nope, that's foil. I was excited. 77 cents. Woo!
Yay!
Okay, I'm sure that this will be worth it eventually, right? Gold Warden's Helm. Gold Warden's Helm, not Gold Warden. Gold Warden's helmet. Gambit. Ugh. Gambit. It is worth nothing.
Doesn't exist.
64 cents, or in this case, 64 cents.
We got $3.
This is the worst opening I've ever had ever.
Come on, we didn't pick up the big rares yet. Hold on. That Praetor must have.
Wow, Zolpendal's worth $54 with the oil foil.
$54?
$54, it says.
That makes us up to 57. Shit.
I made the money back. Wow, I spoke to.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think we are ready to make it back. What? That's it. We did.
Yeah, but I want to count the other rares.
Oh.
Kethic, the showcase. It's not foil. He is worth 35 cents. Oh, poor Kethic. We got Blue Sun's Twilight. Black Hope. But it's the foil extended.
I think it's $1.
$2.61. Aha.
Oh, damn.
And the good old fashioned Thrumming Bird, which actually was, I remember that card was like not like the cheapest. They reprinted the hell out of it, but the showcase Thrumming Bird is 20 cents. Right in the nuts.
Well, we got $60.16. That's
that's right. I made $16, which just means I could afford not another one. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get another one.
$60 because it's worth. So it's worth 50 or 15?
50.
50. So you make it back. You pay $28.
54. No, I made it back with that one car. All I would have needed is good old Zolpendrill, Hunger Dominus, oil foil.
Everybody needs a Zolpendrill. Everybody, have you ever taken your dose of Zolpendrill or so? Whatever.
Zolpendrill may cause completion, diarrhea. Well, that was our little Magic Morons. Like,
short episode where we're coming back.
Yeah, we're just sort of we were just shooting the shit, as they say, and maybe next time we'll find some people to come on our podcast.
Yeah, come on our podcast. All
I
over.
If you're there and you're looking for something to do, come on the podcast.
Come on the podcast. All
Come on.
day, 24/7. We just gather around, have a bowl, and we come on the podcast.
Yeah, Alison, I thank you for coming on my podcast.
I appreciate for being on the podcast and
No, you have to thank me for coming on your podcast. That's rude.
Thank you for coming on. Yes, thank you for coming on. The walls are all white.
Thank you for thanking me.
Yeah, you actually hit me in the eye, so that's why it's that. So that was pretty bad, but
And you know what happens when they say what happens when you get podcast in your eye?
What do you?
It burns.
Bye bye.